Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot with the final episode of our Zoo Tycoon 2 Cryptid Spooky Zoo kind of a thing. And today of all days, we're going to add ourselves some killer penguins as well as that other thing that people keep telling me the name of, but I absolutely keep forgetting it. But apparently it is from Guild Wars, or Guild Wars 2, a game, both games that I've actually played and I've completely forgotten what the creature is called. Any hoozle. So far we have our lovely Shadow Demon, who is pregnant yet again, by the way. She gets around a little bit. We have our very disappointing Chupacabra / Mongolian Deathworm, who's wiggling away down there. We have our begins with a J and it's a rabbit thing. I can't remember what it's called. Jackhammer. It's not Jackhammer. We have a Kraken that really just wants to kind of live in a little crate. Now, assumedly, this is because it's maybe a little bit of a small exhibit, right? But the crate is much smaller than the exhibit, so I'm not really sure what the idea is there. And we have our Thunderbirds, which go in the water, because they're intelligent like that. Many of these exhibits have not been planned out very well, it must be said. Don't know where my other one is. There's meant to be 2. It's probably dead. Doesn't matter. We're finishing off today, so we can just focus on this. Let's grab one of these. Let's put that little arch over there. I love the job. We've got a nice kind of symmetry to the whole park going on here. Really like it. Next park we're going to mess it around a little bit more, have a bit more fun with it, but for now that will do. Now, I've got a plan. The next park, I think in my head, what I want to kind of do is balance between crazy parks and normal parks. So, for God's sake, where are you? This will be how I find you. There we are. So this park is kind of a crazy park, and another crazy park would be like the movie park, where we're going to do Anaconda and the Jurassic Park and Jaws and all this kind of... Oh, Jaws. And all this kind of, shut up, all this kind of jazz, right? Next park, I think we're going to do a dinosaur era. So Jurassic, Triassic, Cretaceous. So what I want from you guys, you've seen the mod lists, you've seen the mod websites. If there's any particular dinosaurs or creatures you want to see in the park, any exhibit ideas you have, one of those eras, pick your favourite era. What is your favourite dinosaur-laden era? Not a question most people hear every day, I'm sure. But Jurassic, Cretaceous, Triassic, and we're going to do a park built around those ideas. I think we might stick to medium parks. It's a nice little size. It's good for like a little mini-series kind of thing, and in a few days we can get that started. Right, so today is going to be kind of a practice run for that, because I've had an idea that in my head is going to look really cool for a dinosaur-themed park, and this is kind of like how we're going to do it. This is going to be like a little practice run. So what we're going to do, first of all, is get a big old Brish. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get our path out first. So let's grab our path tool. And what I want to do is create like a... Okay, that actually came out from there. So I kind of want it... I want a curve, right? Like that. But I kind of want it to be... I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can even do that in any way at all. But that's kind of what I want. I also want a elevated path. But not massively elevated, just a little elevated. It's a little bit high, but it's not that high, you know? Let's go for a nice wooden one. I'm going to go like that. I think, like, that's probably enough for what I'm looking for right now. And then how would I curve this? I don't have to, I can do that. That's actually okay. Okay, and we're going to bring that down to here. Okay, and then I'm going to drop it down. And we're done so. That's pretty much all I was looking for, to be honest. Needs a little bit of neatening up, but we can do that. Can I? No. These Thunderbirds have been a royal pain, must be said. I mean, it's completely my fault, don't get me wrong. And next, I'm just going to get rid of them. We've seen them, we're done with them. They don't need to be here anymore. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, next exhibit, next park, I promise we'll focus a little bit more on just making sure it all comes together honky-dory, and I do want my animals to be happy, and I feel bad for the Kraken. It's a really nice, deep exhibit, but the Kraken doesn't care about that. Do you need a keeper? I think you need a keeper. I'm going to hire you a friend, buddy. Don't worry about it. Got your back, pal. Got your back. There you go. Bam, 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 bam. Not a worry. Not a worry. At least one of you can reach the Kraken. Don't give me this rubbish. Right, so we've got our thing. How does this work? Right, we need to build a wall. Basically. Yes. Right, let's look at fences. And what I want is a wall that's probably about the same size as that, so it kind of blends in with the No, it's definitely not that. So, how big would that be? Chain link, maybe? Yeah, maybe chain link. What's a 6? Is a 6 is a bit high, maybe a 5. A 5 is pretty much spot on. So I'm looking for a 5. Maybe a wall. I think a wall is quite nice. In my head, this is kind of like... oh, look at that. Actually follows the path, sort of. It's kind of like when you see giraffe exhibits at the zoo. It's that kind of idea. Except we're going to put penguins in it instead. Which is, you know, only a minor deviation, obviously. Let's just close that off there. Okay, and then... I was going to try and make that look a little bit nicer, but who cares? Right, so... The idea is this is going to be lowered. You'll go up the path. We could even put something in the middle. We could do a 6th episode if people want to. This is actually a lot smaller than I planned. It's actually still a decent sized exhibit, but it's definitely smaller than I anticipated. Although, maybe instead what we do is we get rid of the let's get rid of the path. Or we'll get rid of this. And we'll have it so this path actually goes through the exhibit. Can we do that? Have I ever done that? I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. I don't think I've ever actually tried to do that through a terrestrial exhibit. Let's give it a good old college try. I'm not sure how it's going to work. It's actually, in retrospect, it's definitely not going to work with how I've done it so far. Okay, so what we need to do. Get the brick wall. That's going to come forward a little bit further. And then it's got to go back like that. That's pretty cool. Is that cool? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. And I'm an expert on cool, obviously. So, you know, you can trust me, folks. Alright, so I need that to come forward just until the point where it goes in, like that, and then it can cross across. Although we don't actually need any more room, so I think that can just go like that there. And there we go. The exhibit suddenly just got a buttload. This is pretty baller. This is a jackalope, that's what they're called. Why are you thirsty, babes? Did I not give you any water? I didn't give you any bloody water, that'd be why. That one. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, so. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I'm actually far too excited about that. I should not be as excited as I am. Landscaping, landscaping, landscaping. Just want to knock it all down a little bit. What I might do is change the fence that goes by this path where we are right now with our brush and make that into like a see-through one, just so you can see into the exhibit still, no matter where you are, kind of thing. Yeah, we're going to end the Cryptid Zoo after this. We can always come back. There's loads of cryptids we haven't used, like Loch Ness Monster and stuff like that, but that's fine. We can definitely go back and do that in the future, put the Loch Ness into a different zoo anyway. You know, that's not really... that's not what I was looking for over there, Mr. Path. What are you doing? How do I... Where's my flatten? There it is. Oh, is it fine? Oh, it's fine. It just looks weird because of the fence. Let's replace that fence and make a nice normal one. Not there's anything... Oh, God, clicking so many buttons. And none of them are the right button. Not a single one. Not that there's anything wrong with being weird. I'm going to make this a brick wall again, just because that fits a bit better with what we've already got. That is a tiny-ass brick wall, though. Can you see over it? That's all that matters. Yeah, you see what I mean? Sometimes when I hit escape, the game just kind of closes. I've never really figured out why, it must be said. Let's have a look at this one instead. That might be better. That's got a bit of glass on it. I just want to make sure you can see, you know? Yeah, I like that one. Let's rock that one. I like this. It's pretty baller. I don't know why I started saying baller, by the way. I'm sure people have noticed, and it's completely accidental. It really is. But I can't help it. Things are baller. That's just the way it is. That's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. We live in a baller world, alright? Accept it. It's who we are now. Okay. And can I put this fence on? No, there is a way to do that, though. Where's my elevated path? And is it on here? Yeah, there it is. Where is it? That's the one. This is messy, man. I'm trying to figure this out. That comes forward. Lovely, jubbly. Just nice and themed, you know? Love a good theme. More about the theme, me. Okay. Awesome. I mean, I could have done that a bit neater. Maybe we'd done 5 by 5, 4 4 4, 3 3 3, and sort of drop it down. But that's pish posh. Do I want to lower this? Maybe what we could do, just to make it a little bit more interesting, is ditch over here, so it's even further down on this half. That's pretty cool. Nice natural ridge, and we'll smooth it out a little bit as well. So the penguins and freaky little bull, God knows what they are, I really don't. Mutant bull things can easily travel from side to side. Okay, so let's find our penguin. This might take a second because it's not in the paranoia pack. I think it came with the game. It's not in the paranoia pack, is it? I'm not crazy. I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's not. No, it's not. I didn't think it was. I think it's about halfway through. We definitely went through this last episode, but this is it. We're going to find ourselves a killer penguin. Any day now. Any day now. It worries me that this is after I held back from downloading mods, you know. I mean, okay, if you ignore the massive amount of ducks I have for some reason. But I had to restrict myself just to have this many creatures in the game, you know. I could have had so many more, and we will have so many more. We might have to rotate mods out. That might have been better. What I should have done, and what I might do, is actually clear all the mods out, and then make like little packs, you know, like little zip files that I can trade in and out as need be with certain creatures, and that's actually a much better idea. And that way it'd be a lot easier for me to give you guys the mods. People keep asking me to link all my mods and stuff, but guys, there's like 250 of them, and they're from like 5 different websites, and I can't redistribute other people's mods. There's like a billion reasons I can't give you all the... Is that King Kong? Yeah, it is. There's like a billion reasons I can't give you all the mods. Right, so at that point, that's the bull thing we're looking for, but it's not a killer penguin. Where is my killer penguin? Aha! Yeah, that's not a killer. That's just a penguin. Oh, that's a killer penguin. That's a really cool looking parasaur. Does it look that good in game? No. Okay, killer penguin. Right. Don't care. Just ignore the beeping. You do not hear the beeping. Okay, let's go. Nice big brush. Let's just get this like a basic. Yeah, okay. Basic. Just fill it in for now, and we'll go from there. Top tip for life there, folks. Fill it in and work it out from there. That's all you need to do. Trust me. Okay. What I want it to do is kind of this bit to feel maybe a little bit more tundra-y, foresty, and then it kind of fades into more the watery kind of area. We'll have water there. I just want there to be a bit more. Kind of like that. Okay, let's get some nice deep water in there. You got to let the penguins have a swim, don't you? Shallow water over the top of it, and then smooth it out. Where's my... There we are. 100% brush doesn't feel big enough. I need a bigger brush, I really do. Smooth it. Smooth it up. Smooth it out. That looks pretty smooth to me. Okay, so we've got a nice alpine kind of area, we've got coasts, and then lots of nice water for the penguins to enjoy as well. Let's get some icebergs, I think. Didn't I go on water? That's intensely disappointing. I think I had this conversation with myself literally the last time we tried to build an alpine exhibit with the, whatchamacallums. These are really cool. Look at this. Oh my god, it's going to look like an actual thing. That's awesome. I love that. Got loads of those. I love them. They're amazing. Some cod in there as well. Let's get it populated, you know. Okay, food. What do we eat? Anything that fits. Anything that's going to be thematically appropriate. Some dead fish. Did I go in the water? Okay, we can have some logs with insects over here. That's not a big deal. I really want to try to stick with stuff that looks like it would actually exist. So there would be a carcass, you know, with a bit of dead meat in it. Why would there not be? Everyone loves the dead meat carcass. What's that? Fish eggs. See, there wouldn't be a pile of fish eggs. Or a pile of rats. There would be some insects. Maybe a dead pig nearby. It's a dream. And some whole tuna just lying about on the beach. There's been a terrible nuclear explosion at the factory. That is not smooth at all. I smoothed you. Be smooth. Look at you, you cheeky little hill. I mean, a bit of a hill is fine because it looks a bit more natural, less man-made, but no. Smooth it out. Right, that'll do. Nice. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just want at least one bit that's a really nice, smooth drop down to the coast, you know? Okay. Fence is fine. Why am I clicking that? Shelters. Do we want a shelter? Rock Island. Yeah. Put that there. I'm going to move these out of the way. I wish it was icy. Oh well. Do-do-do. 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 I've got my bloody end tune in my head now. It will not get out of my head. Oh, I really like the... No, that's not alpine-y. Alpine trees. Do not exist. Alpine plants. Arctic moss. Lovely. That really suits this alpine-y bit. Get quite a lot of that in. Labrador tea sounds lovely. Labrador tea doesn't sound lovely, BestInSlot. Please do not get Labrador tea. Let's do some more patches of this stuff. Where's it gone? Arctic moss. I want it to feel a bit more realistic than just random dots everywhere. Okay. Nice big rocks. Yes, it's my favourite bit. The rocks are always the best bit. Everyone knows that. It's science. People try to argue with science. You can't argue with science. The rocks just, I swear, rocks and trees, right? They're the ones that bring exhibits to life. More than anything else, rocks and trees are what make an exhibit. I'm going to do like a little rocky... I don't really know what to call it. I was going to call it a crevasse, but I'm not really aiming for crevasse. I'm just aiming for a bit. It's a bit of rock, basically. Over there. The iceberg really doesn't fit in at all, does it? Oh, that's really disappointing. Goodbye. It's a hard life, folks. It's a hard life. Right! Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I need trees. Landscaping, landscaping! Sorry. Alpine. Alright, dead tree. That's what I was hoping for. Are you the weird one? Look at that, it's not an alpine! It's weird and... Ugh. I don't mind some big bushy trees. Nothing wrong with a bit of bush. Pine trees, oh, they're better. I wish you were a bit more... I'm going to build like a little forest over here, actually. And have it thin out as we get further up. Like that. Maybe mix in some oak in there as well. See what I mean? It just comes alive, you know? Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Plants. Anything new? Yeah, I've got tons of stuff. Edelweiss. What's this? Vegetable lamb of... What? 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 What the hell is that? What is that? I don't really have anything to add to that one. I'm just going to leave it as it is, I think. I think it's fine. I wish they didn't replace the bloody little patch of it over there. Why not? Some sea holly down there. Let's mix some of the spear grass in. It matches really well with the stuff I've got at the moment, so I just want to put it into the patches of moss that we added before. Just create a little bit of colour variation in these patches of plant, you know? Do I sound like a nerd? I don't care. Quite a bit of it over here just to make this bit feel a little bit more, I don't know, rounded out and particularly verdant, you know? Maybe we should have a little water in there as well, just a little bit. Landscape it. There we go. Just a little bit. Just to give a nice little reason why. There we go. Just that. All I need. Little pond. Okay. Okay. I want more dead trees. Those are not good dead trees. I want really nice dead trees. I want the greatest dead trees you've ever goddamn seen. Are these nice ones or bad ones? They're okay. Should be a couple of dead trees. I mean, it's cold, right? Some trees aren't going to survive the winter. It's just the way it is. It's a hard life. Tell me, I've been there, folks. I think we've all been there. We've all been dead trees in our life. Oh, mega fungus. No idea what I'd ever use that for, but I'm gonna use it for something. Oh, I like that one. Look at that one. It's a monster. Oh, just by the rocks there. I know we spend a lot of time, right, on what feels like meaningless details, but I honestly feel that this kind of stuff is what brings exhibits to life. It's what makes them real, you know? And I have a very similar habit of how I do it. There's always a foresty area, it always fades out, but I think that looks really cool. The only bit I'm not happy with is actually over here. I think the ice flows need to move further out. I think they need to kind of represent like a... I don't really know. Maybe I have just one there. Like it's like off in the distance is where all this icy area is, you know? Just can't see it. What we need is some underwater plants. Let's have a little look in our landscaping. Plants. What have we got? Anything wet? Birch bracket. Oh, is that the things you put on trees? Like little funguses that stick out. Right. I wouldn't mind some... Not these, but... I think fungi have a... maybe me, but they have quite a alpine-y feel to them sometimes, you know? I think that's meant to be ivy. This forest log about there. We'll have a more covered one in the middle down there. Maybe a little one over there as well. What's this? Ooh, coral. I think the coral might lose it. It might ruin it a bit. Stinkhorn. Everyone loves a stinkhorn. Put these next to the dead tree. That's quite a light coral though. Maybe that'll work underwater. I don't know why that sounds so spooky. I know that's the JPOG noise, which apparently I've installed. I don't remember doing that, but I clearly have, so... oh, yeah, so weird. Oh, it's the Yeti crab. Maybe we can put this underwater as well. Yeti crab. Let's have a Yeti crab. Let's have a couple of them. Oh, there and there. I think that's good enough. I think that's done. I can't think of anything I'd add to it without ruining it, and I feel I'm already kind of edging in that direction where I go, like, over the top and add too much stuff. I can't help it, guys. It's in my blood. It's who I am. Another idea I really like is using these. We've got all these amazing looking kind of Texan sort of rocks, you know? Windows in and everything. I really like the idea of the fence. Like you enter the zoo down a path and you follow this path through like the entire exhibit and all the walls are just broken, like just guarded off with all this rock. We've got some tall ones like that. And then every now and again there's a gap in the rock. Little tiny glass fence, probably this one right here. And you look over into the exhibit. And then you move on and then you see it again. And that's all it is. There's nothing else there. And it's just you walk along and you experience this exhibit via gaps in the fence. I think that's quite a cool idea. Okay. I think we need to go higher with the killer penguins than we do with the moose, buffalo, bison, spooky thing. I'm going to go for 6. I'm going to go for 3 of each, and then there's 2 of the other things. Come on, beautiful. There we go. Okay, and it's right nearby, isn't it? Where is it? There it is. Do these eat anything different? I might have to get these guys some... Do they move? Please tell me they move. Yes, they're moving. Get it? They're moving because they're... Shut up. What do they eat? Yeah, it's different stuff. So we'll have to give them some... Okay, we're going to hide some grass in tactical positions. That should be fine. And we'll have another log with some berries. What small... I will destroy the small poop, okay? Okay. No more complaining about the poop. Okay, and we need a keeper in here. I don't really need to worry about this. We're going to get rid of everything in a couple of seconds anyway. But let's... Right, no. What we're going to do... I want to build up suspense. I'm really happy with how that exhibit looks. We're going to build up suspense. So, for the final episode in our Cryptid Zoo, let us experience it. Hey, we're going to Disneyland. Woo! That's what the children sound like. And they're not going to Disneyland. They're going to Spooky Zoo. And they're all like, oh, okay, we're going to die instead. That's fine. So you walk in. You talk to the headless dude. You get freaked out by the Afro guy with the chin strap. Well, the opposite of a chin strap. And then the white guy trying to copy him and doing a terrible job, rather predictably. Spooky music, lovely jubbly. Where would you go first? We'll go right, because that's where we started. There's a nice random dragon there for absolutely no reason. Maybe you emptied a trash can because you're a nice citizen like that. You just want to save the world, you know? Why is your hair there? Why is it not lower? Are you sure it's not meant to be... What? Twinsies. Okay. Walk along. You chuck some money in here. Don't know where the hole is. Been there before. There's some dude running about. You're not a shadow demon, you crazy... Where are the shadow demons? Oh, right there. Hello. It's putting on a little show for us. They're having a fit of some form. Okay, lovely jubbly. Then you move on. You get your sprint on because you're trying to make a quick and efficient video, but you don't really know that because you're here visiting the zoo. Okay. Moving on. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell? Maybe I should hire some janitors. That probably... Jesus Christ, it's like a scene out of Fantasia. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about it too, babes. Don't worry about it. You come down here and you look at nothing! Where's my chupacabra? Okay, there's a pile of dead rats. And, oh, you spot a Mongolian deathworm, and there's the chupacabra. Lovely. Not my best exhibit, this one. Moving on. Quick little pit stop to look at what basically look like rabbits from this distance, let's be honest. It's got little horns on them. They're a little horny, but you don't really notice that. So you straddle on forward, you walk into a lamppost, which is very poorly placed, it must be said. And the fender is not particularly well made. Turn to the right, get another look at the jackalopes. There they are. Actually, you know what I really like about this one? Is it actually feels quite zoo-ish in that, you know, you go to the edge, you look over, and you don't see them all the time, you know? You have to really kind of... What, are you dragging your ass along the floor like a dog? You have to kind of open your eyes and keep an eye out and hope you spot them running about. Kind of just like in a normal zoo. And you stand there for 20 minutes to spot the prairie dog once, and then you have a fit, and then you're happy. Anyways, you walk forward, you see this, which just looks awesome. You see the bloody chest with the kraken lips. And then you have a little rave to the banjo music. This is beautiful, I gotta say. I'm really proud of how this looks. If she's just dancing the night away. We're not gonna go over there because I'd have to get the kraken out. And then you hop over here to the left. There's nothing there. We're not gonna see this one, but we'll go see how it looks anyways. Yeah, this is the worst exhibit in the place. I'm very much not that proud of this one. I actually think the effect's quite good though. I think if the Thunderbirds right, lad. I think if the Thunderbirds flew, this could have worked. But then they'd fly away, so what are you going to do? You hop upstairs if you want to, but there's nothing to see there. And then, piece de resistance. Maybe, hopefully, God only knows. What are you doing? You head down this way, you turn to the right. What could be in this forest exhibit, you wonder? You walk through a bush, because you're just kind of used to that. You grew up in the 60s. You keep moving on, and there you spot it. A zookeeper, a rare and noble creature. The killer penguin gorges itself from the meaty carcass. Look at that, it's beautiful. We'll go down there in a second. I just want to follow the fence up all the way, I think. Actually kind of looks good, that, doesn't it? That looks really good. That's 3 different types of fence there, all joined together. And it's worked out really... Except that if you ignore that line there, it looks really like... fancy mansion avant-garde kind of stuff. Look at the penguins! Look at that. That exhibit is gorgeous. God, I'm good sometimes. They have no interest whatsoever in the shelter, and this is where I put them all. I put them all there to start, pretty much. Well, 3, half the penguins. They've all just buggered off. But you get a nice good view. You get to see the rather impressively large kraken. You get to see the shadow demon exhibit over there. I really like this zoo. It's kind of all just come together in my head in the last 2 seconds, but this is quite a nice little zoo. Oh, I'm gonna get all emotional. And to finish off, let's have a little look over here. Hello. You are freaking me out over there, son. You're just glaring at me. What? Okay. Good point, well made. I actually really like these things. It's called 2, this one. Don't really know what it's doing. It's trying to moonwalk, that's fine. You just please move. You're creeping me out, son. Look at that thing. That is spooky with a capital W. That's how spooky the spookiness is. It's got made up letters in it. I mean, W's not a made up letter. You know what I mean. Okay. Let's just have a little wander around the exhibit, because I'm really proud of this one. This bit doesn't... it sort of works. I'm not totally thrilled with it. I think there might be too much plant life near to the coast. What's that? Oh, it's a tuna. I'll go for a swim. I want to see you swim. You creepy son of a gun. I was wondering if they were going to attack and kill my Guild Wars 2 stuff, but they've decided against it. Go on, buddy. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Get in there. I'll push you in. This is why your parents left you. Let's just have a little wander around. It's a really nice exhibit, and then there's these creepy ass penguins just. Oh, nightmares. So many nightmares. Yeah, yes, okay, yeah, good, yeah. Little pond here. Oh, this one's chilling by the pond. Just relaxing. Dun dun. I'm freaking myself out, man. Okay. Yeah, it's really worked out, this one. If I do say so myself. I know I've bigged myself up a little bit in this episode, but I honestly believe this is probably the nicest one in the park. It just feels really natural. And that's what I like about the elevated path, actually. I quite like the idea of a lot of the zoo being elevated paths like this, where you go across the exhibit. Because this kind of blends in and feels natural enough. And the exhibit's big enough that it all just kind of fits together and works. It is quite a nice sized exhibit, it must be said. I think it's probably the biggest in the park, actually. Yeah. Maybe about the size of Mexico. No, it's bigger than Mexico. It's bigger than Mexico. Yeah, it's a good sized exhibit, and that's kind of what makes it work. It feels like an actual place, and that's what I want to do in the future as well. Less focus on one creature, more 2 to 3 to 4 creatures all in one exhibit, all made to represent an actual slice of life. This is my kind of thing. Rather than building fancy displays around the exhibit and walls and stuff, this is more my kind of jam, I think. I do quite like jam. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our completed Cryptid Zoo with 6 finished exhibits. We're going to keep hold of this. What we might do for the very final episode of this series, way down the line, is come back to all our old zoos and do sort of a little walkthrough. For that reason, I am going to try to keep hold of all the mods I've got already. Yeah, we'll come through and see all the different zoos that we've made in the past. And considering that's going to be quite a while down the line, that'll be interesting to see. Next episode, going to be a few days delayed, because the idea of this series is that we can take a break for a week or so, come back with a new zoo, that kind of thing. And that way it's going to have a lot more length to it. It's going to have a lot more life to it. I want to do something with dinosaurs, because I need the views. So I'm thinking Jurassic, Triassic, or Cretaceous, or a triple zoo. We'd divide it into 3 segments, and each segment is like a big, like imagine this size zoo split into 3. You'd go straight forward for one of them, go left for the other, you go right for the other. A little kind of amenity section at the start, and just elevated paths over a wall, an elevated path over the whole thing, and you can walk around and observe it. And it'd be 3 slices of different time zones, different environments within those time zones. And because they'd be so large, you could actually have like different environments within those slices. You know, if you had a little volcanic region, it could fade down to a river or to a jungle, and that way you could put lots of different creatures in from that era with less problem. Oh, I like that idea. Oh, I do. We'll probably go for that. So ignore what I said at the start. If there's any dinosaurs you particularly want to see, feel free to check the links in the prologue video. That's where all the mods are. Just link me down below for the dinosaurs you particularly want to see. I will go and have a look as well, because I haven't really checked for my favourite dinosaurs in there yet. I will go and have a look, and I will start to do some research just to clarify 100% which era each dinosaur actually came from, to make sure they all go in their right place. And then we need to decide how each one would look. Like, what would a Cretaceous exhibit look like? What would a Triassic exhibit look like? That kind of thing. And if in the future we want to do just a big Jurassic style park, or a big Triassic park, or whatever, we can do that as well. Okay, I have been talking for too long. Thank you for joining me. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye bye.